embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. Hey there everyone, it's Sadie from All Natural Me. Today we're going to do a broadcast with the topic of imagination. So if you would be so kind to just imagine me not in my pajamas, I would appreciate that very much. So today we're talking about how important our imagination is. We're going to talk about how we can embrace that and nourish that, and also just how I think we can use it to benefit the life that we want, the manifestations that we want, and collectively how we can use our imagination to help birth the new earth. Okay? Hey Katie, hi Angela. We're talking about imagination. And it really is key, right? Like on my wall here on my chalkboard, I have little post-it notes for this week's meditation. And like when I sit down to send love and the intention of balance to the electromagnetic grid or the tectonic plates or for the grid just below the surface of the earth, I have to use my imagination to do that, right? Because I don't really understand tectonic plates, but I'm supposed to be sending energy to them, so I have to use my imagination. So it really is like something that we're gonna be able to sort of weave in and out of our light, of different aspects of our life. This morning I got up and I did some journaling in my book, and I knew that we were going to be talking about imagination today. And the topics that my mind or whatever wanted to talk about was how I can look at my life as it is, right? And this goes for all of us. We see reality for what it is, but we're being asked to bring forth a new energy and a new earth, right? So we can't keep looking at what is. We can't keep looking at our current situation, because that will just keep us manifesting more of the current situation. So the topic was in my journaling this morning how we must use our imaginations to start to see the world that we want to live in, to start to imagine and create a new reality, right? So if you're in a relationship and it's drab, it's just the way it's been forever, you can't create a better relationship if you keep focusing on that one, right? Even if you want to improve that one, you have to start to imagine and use your imagination how you want it to be. So I feel like on a really grand level, we're being asked to use this creative aspect of ourselves to literally dream the dream awake, right? How do you want your world to be? How do you want to feel? Like, imagination is so important, right? We're a nation of magi's. We're magicians. We think it and it is. So we need to start deliberately creating with our visions, with our visualizations, our imagination, and start to see the world the way we want to see it. So anyways, you guys, we're going to talk about imagination today. Then we're going to pull ourselves a creative friend from the Wisdom Keeper. They're so awesome. Then, because a lot of this to me is frequency and vibration and where we're at. Thanks you guys for being here. I thought we would do a sacred geometry activation, because that's what it is. Using our imagination to tap into or to create or to summon the frequency that we want in our life. So get your head out of the clouds. No, actually, get your head in the clouds. Like, now is the time to dream the dream awake, to daydream, and to stay so in love with the idea of a golden age that it has to manifest. So we're going to do a sacred geometry because I thought that kind of made me think of that. And then because I've been so obsessed kind of with the message that we must clean up our thoughts, we really must choose very carefully what we're daydreaming about. I got drawn to the crystal deck because in this book that I'm reading, this series of books by Patricia, this is interesting. So thoughts, they don't just stay in your head. They go out of your head, right? They go out into the universe. So what the Arcturians and Pleiadians are doing with our negative thoughts that are just spewing into the universe, they're taking them to the Pleiadian star system where they run them through a crystal, basically to purify them and to infuse light and make them a higher vibration, and then they're sending that energy back to Earth. So I know that's kind of, wow, somebody has a good imagination. Yeah. So I thought, oh my goodness, I just was thinking about how we can use our crystals, to help raise our vibration and, help us clean up ourselves so that we're thinking about things that we want and that is for our highest good and the highest good of the universe, of the all. So I don't know, that's what got me hooked on the crystals. Then, because this card said embracing and nourishing our creative aspects, I just felt like we would end with a soulful woman. Because out of all my decks, this one is beautifully creative. And it wants us to nourish ourselves and to embrace ourselves. So we're going to do geometry, crystal, soulful woman, and then we'll tango at the end with these two guys. Cool? So I love the lineup too. Thank you, Katie. So I will admit to you right off the bat today, I definitely was like, when I sat down to broadcast, I was like, you might not be excited to broadcast today, like, oh, I'm ready to broadcast, but you need to broadcast today, right? So this is definitely probably one of these ones that it's like, oh, broadcasting, it's cheaper than therapy. I just feel like I don't know, I always get in these integrative slumps, right? Like I just feel like, I'm sitting down to like talk about imagination and I'm just like, ugh, right? So I'm asking my cards to bring it home for me today. Get me feeling more creative. It's funny how we go through these, whether it's with the moon or just like I don't know, you guys, how are you feeling this week? Are you sleeping? Are you integrating? Do you have a lot of energy? Are you happy? Like, where are you at? Let me know where you're at. Okay. I'm just here. That's where I'm at. I'm here. Okay, so imagination. I don't know, I'm here. I showed up, didn't I? So imagination. I am trying to unplug more too, like not be attached to my phone, not have my computer on. Like I'm trying to do like a technological detox too. So like I really wish I could be outside more right now. It's so bitter cold. It makes it nearly impossible. So I just feel like, yeah, I'm trying to find my balance. Yeah, I need to get a good daydream going. I need to embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. So I see Katie's good this week, but got aggravated, but I'm working through it. Yeah, like just when you thought like you were kind of like in a spot, right? Something comes up. Angela, I can't quote what you just said. That is so funny. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, so that was part of my journaling, actually, Angela. Thank you for sharing. It's like, how can I start to imagine myself feeling better? When I go through my day, life, decade, really being like super underappreciated, and like I'm really not like, I don't know. Like, how do we use our imagination? Like, we are where we are. Okay, I'll look around, live in this filthy house, right? We are where we are. How do I use my imagination to put myself in a better feeling place, despite the fact where I am? Right? Even if I was in a mucky hole, right? Even if I was what Angela said, how do I get myself feeling better regardless of where I'm at, and help me kind of manifest something better? So these are the questions I'm putting out on the table today. So cards, feel free to address any and all of them. So you're so funny, Angela, by its very nature, the physical body is limited by the 3 dimensions. Okay? Our bodies are limited by the 3 dimensions, but your mind is free to travel without boundaries and merge with the cosmic consciousness. So that's what I'm talking about. It is hard for me right now to to move my body anywhere else other than where it's at. But my mind should not be encumbered from these 3D limitations, right? My mind has no boundaries, truly. And it is able to merge with the cosmic consciousness. Your mind is the great creator, and your imagination is its toolbox. So imagination is the toolbox, a whole set of tools for us as creators. Everything in life begins with the energy of imagination. Thoughts are real, and they can manifest themselves into the physical world. So train your mind to only have positive thoughts, and you will attract positivity into your life. If you can see it, you can be it. Visualize the components that you want in your life and imbue those thoughts with love, and they will become your reality. Conversely, if your mind strays to negative thoughts, you will only bring that energy to you. Yeah, we noticed. Thanks. So be positive and loving. Imagination is creativity. Express yourself and let your imagination assist you in letting go of any creative blocks, and allow your dreams to come true. Remember, you are not doing this for other people. It is your soul opening up and singing its own unique song. So we could hear that again. You are not doing this for other people. You are not doing this for anyone else. You are doing this because your soul is opening up. Your soul is ready to sing its unique song. Your dreams are ready to come true. But if you have a creative block, that's preventing you from thinking positive thoughts. Like, it's time to clear that. It's time to figure that out, right? And get back to thinking positive. So imagination is creativity. This is a really cool mandala. It sort of looks like it's a portal. Like, yeah, my body might be here, but my mind can go anywhere. So where do I want to go? What do I want to think about? What I think about is what I create. What do I want to create? What do I want to have manifest? So those are our questions as I pull us a friend and move along. As I plow through this, perhaps what could be called a creative block, to having the type of imagination that serves me. Let's just go with this. Can't stop, won't stop. Let's pull a friend. Kid you not. Number 64, imagination. If I had $1 every time I did this, I would have like $5. All right, you guys, we're talking about imagination today. I shuffled the cards until I felt that pull on my ears. I don't know why everyone's always pulling my ears, but I stopped on the imagination card. Why? Because the universe knows I'm bored. So it's like, let's see if we can make her laugh. Let's see if we can make her laugh. She's got a tree on her third eye. And little kind of trifolia sprouts going down her nose. She's got plants on her chin. She's got butterflies going down here. It's all flowers and lotus and beautiful nature on her. It's all nature on her. And she has a necklace with a hummingbird. So I stopped on imagination. Love it, right? So let's see. Number 64. I do this so often now, nobody, and even myself. I'm so accustomed to it now. Of course I pulled the imagination card. Now, that's the gift she's going to talk about. The shadow is going to be confusion. That makes sense for me. And the Siddhi is illumination. So imagination number 64. She's beautiful. If you allow your pain or the world pain to be expressed through an artistic process, you will see alchemy in progress. So if you allow your pain, or even the world's pain, right, clearing for the collective, if you allow that pain to be expressed through an artistic process, you will see alchemy in progress. Okay? You will literally see that energy getting transmuted into something positive. So imagination, let's just stay on topic. Gotta love my cards for that. My wisdom story. My grandparents suffered unspeakable cruelty during the war. They managed to escape with my parents just before the rest of their family was brutally killed. They never spoke of what happened. And my parents knew not to ask. Instead of looking back, my parents devoted their lives to providing their children a safe and secure future, free of persecution, by focusing on our successful assimilation and keeping our family's pain snugly under the rug. As a young girl, I wanted to please them, so I did my best to imitate those around me and kept my questions about our family's past to myself. But I felt out of place, like something essential was off. To the outside world, my family seemed perfect. But at home, it felt like living with a herd of elephants in the room. I often felt confused and uneasy, figuring I was just too sensitive, intense, and weird. When the pain of not knowing where we came from got too great, I became determined to solve the mystery. I secretly studied all there was to know about the country my grandparents came from and my family's own tragic history in the war. Finally, it made sense. The sheep-like, imitating behavior, the stubborn evasiveness about the past. At first, my revelations lessened my confusion and increased my compassion towards my parents. But when they refused to talk to me about any of it, I became angry with them for refusing to deal with their pain or talk about anything that actually mattered. I was tired of being repressed by their repression. One day, when I couldn't take it anymore, I cruelly accused my parents of cowardice. And then I flaunted graphic pictures from their past in front of them. Suddenly, in the midst of my outburst, my father clutched his chest in pain. Though he survived the heart attack, I was devastated and unable to forgive myself. Racked with guilt, I found a counselor who specialized in healing the wounds of history. With his support, I learned how, through my relentless attempts to end the confusion, I was avoiding my own pain just like my family. So I let my mind go blank and my heart feel the pure suffering of my people. That's when the miracles started, and my imagination was unleashed. Now my life is a work of art. Everything I do is infused with the kind of light that can only emerge through darkness. So my gift to you, I come to set your imagination free. I come to set your imagination free. But first, you must bless your pain and confusion with the gift of your awareness. In the presence of confusion, there is nothing to do. nowhere to go, nothing to figure out. Confusion is a totally natural human state. It is actually holy ground. So taste it, embrace it, but do not try to change, interpret, or get rid of it. As soon as you remember that you are not your confusion, its true diamond nature will emerge from the coal. And your imagination will be released so that you can give full expression to your pain and inner demons through a fulfilling process of creativity. Whether you're expressing with a paintbrush or a pen, be honest, courageous, illogical, and wild. Go where no one else has gone before. So how cool is that? All right, you guys, here's our questions for contemplation. I had a lot of questions at the beginning. Now it's back at me. What are the ways you avoid feeling pain and confusion? Okay, so these are questions that you can use as journal prompts or just something to play around with in your mind today as you entertain the topic of imagination. So what are the ways you avoid feeling pain and confusion? By fitting in, by overthinking, keeping busy, getting angry, right? There are things that you do to avoid feeling that pain and that confusion. So just be aware of it. Where are you still hiding your originality? How do your current relationships reinforce your hiding? Think of a time when you made room for your imagination. Okay, these are just questions for contemplation. You don't have to actually tell me. At this moment, what causes you the most pain or confusion? Dang, these are big. So today, when you have time, you can sit with them. And the suggestion is to find a way to express your pain, express your fear or confusion. Find a way to express it creatively. Don't make it great art. Don't try to make great art. Make it honest. Make honest art. Okay? And that's how, once you get into that artistic process of expressing yourself honestly, you will see alchemy in progress. And that's truly where we are all at in our journeys. It's just alchemy in progress. It's not all going to get cleaned up at once. We're not going to integrate that shadow on one big woof. It is alchemy in progress. And as we use our imagination, as we allow ourselves to be honest with our pain, with our confusion, right? Quit trying to cover it up. Just be honest with yourself. Integrate it. It's part of you. Then your imagination has permission, right? It has permission to do its greatest work of making you whole again. So back-to-back imagination. How did I do that? All right, very good. So now we're going to pull a frequency card. We'll just see where this kind of sets us. That Wisdom Keeper imagination took us in a little different of a route, right? It's not just like, hey, try to be creative, try to be creative. No, it was like, listen, you have BS you're trying to cover up under the rug. So how about you embrace that and turn that honesty into your creative expression? So I like where she took us. It wasn't just like trying to be creative. Like, no, she was like, you need to heal your pain. And the best way to do it is to quit running from it. Quit pretending like it isn't there. All right. Sacred Geometry Activation Oracle. Yeah. Okay, so I guess I said we're just being open today. We're just being open. But I appreciated that. I did. Appreciated that. So I am open to where the Sacred Geometry Activation Oracle would like to take us from here. We could go deeper into our pain. We could go deeper into our creativity. Definitely let's take us deeper into being honest. Okay, and the one that I stopped on is number 41, synergy. So it's kind of an interesting mandala, not completely symmetrical at all. Like there's like this slit at the top where these little droplets of light are coming down, and then there's like a burst of light in the middle, but not in the middle. It's not like completely balanced. There's lots of bubbles and circles on overlaying circles. So synergy. The frequency of synergy supports our allowance and acceptance of not so obvious, never seen before combinations and unions that result in new ways of functioning, working, thinking, relating, loving, and being. It reminds us to embrace the unfamiliar so that new yet exciting co-creations can give birth to a new reality. Okay, so we're going to just stay connected here with the topic at hand. When I first started talking about imagination at the beginning of the broadcast, I was thinking this morning about birthing the new earth, right? What it's saying, the new creative reality, and how we can use this gift of imagination to help us do that energy work. And synergy is coming through and saying, hey, it might not be obvious, you've never seen it before, right? There are these new combinations that you never even thought of, right? So it's completely supporting the process of imagination, and for us to stay open so we can allow this stuff that we never even thought about yet, right? Some of us don't know how to imagine a perfect life because we never had a taste of it, right? So it's saying for us to be open so we can bring in these new ways of functioning, of working, of thinking, of relating, of communicating, of loving, just a new way to be. So it's asking us to embrace the unfamiliar. Embrace the unfamiliar so that new yet exciting co-creations can give birth to a new reality. So the origin of the word synergy comes from working together, and it can be described as the result of something that is greater than the simple sum of its individual parts. So in the new energy, and I will put a picture of this on allnaturalme.com, okay, in the new energy that's coming to earth, it's here, baby. We can expect, it's coming, we can expect synergy to not only refer to a process with an outcome that is greater, but to one that involves uniting elements, energies, and even undefined attributes to create something that is completely new, different, and unexpected. This brings a wondrous element of magic to the whole process, okay? Because it's like you never even seen what's going to happen. You can't even imagine it, right? As we're talking about imagination today, you can't even imagine some of the new things that could be in this new reality. Yeah, so in this activation, okay, this is an activation for you. Synergy is represented through the uncommon and rather bold choice of color combinations. Really, there's lime green, hot pink, some teal, a little purple here, right? A little white there. By itself, the pink represents the divine feminine attributes of love, nurturing, stillness, and receptivity. And the bright yellow-green color represents the new energy through clarity, beauty, and exhilaration. Purple brings in consciousness and insight, while that opening at the top that we talked about represents the channel that allows input from a higher place. Okay? You're the channel. I'm the channel. We're the channels. This communication is taken in, brought to the core, surrounded by pink, loving pink and light. Okay? So that's how it looks in the picture, and that's how it works in you. And transcended for release onto the earth plane in an appropriate energy that is in alignment with the consciousness there. So the effects of this release, release a ripple through the emotional planes, through the water, okay, which is, surrounded it with water. It puts out a ripple through the emotional plane and the mental plane, and can even affect us on the DNA level. Okay? So this new energy coming in is affecting us on an emotional level, a DNA level, and a mental level. Okay, so everyone, if you want to take a deep breath with me, we have a little exercise here that we can try. Just take a breath. Just go within for a minute. Take a moment to go inside yourself and think about a situation when seemingly different people came together and worked toward a wonderful result. So if you have something to think about, if not, think about my broadcasts, how many different kinds of people have congregated in my broadcasts before, right? We're all working toward a wonderful result of anchoring light, bringing love into the world. So now think about a personal goal of yours. Who can you bring together to help you accomplish your goal? Who can you bring together to help you accomplish your goal? And then we need to use our imaginations. What about a global goal? Can you think about it and do the same? So synergy is leaving us sort of with a prompt of our imaginations. Like, how can we create these goals? We want to create a new earth. How do we create that with people that are so different from us, right? How do we come together? So synergy is just prompting us to be creative and to kind of remind us to be open to those possibilities. Just like imagination with its portal mandala, that's what it looks like to me, reminded us that our minds do not have the restrictions that our bodies do. So imagination can go anywhere and do anything, right? We don't need to be limiting ourselves one bit. All right, so moving on to the crystal kingdom, because I was thinking about how crystals are like computers. They store information, they help refine energies, they help clean up negativity. So as we talk about imagination, as we talk about birthing a new reality, the new earth, let's just be open to what the crystal kingdom would like to add to that, right? Not so obvious, never seen before combinations. We're just kind of open right now, right? Allow our minds to be expanded and our creativity to be released. And we have malachite, number 5. I think my grandpa had an ashtray made out of malachite or something. With those beautiful swirls. I don't know if it's going to show up. Might just have to wait for that picture on allnaturalme.com. Anyways, malachite is coming through. Number 5. So that would be a pretty earthy stone. Okay. Oh, I opened right up to it. Malachite in this book is the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is what it wants to talk about. So that's interesting, kind of. Malachite brings to light ingrained programming and toxic beliefs. So that creative block, all this damn programming that we've been subjected to, the toxic belief systems that we hold that don't serve us. That's what malachite wants to shine a light on today for us. This is an amulet against pain. This is a powerful stone for emotional transformation. It stimulates the survival instinct. So it also wants to talk about pain too and transformation, right? The alchemy that we can witness as we embrace our pain. So the self-understanding message. Unconscious programs or beliefs cause psychosomatic disease. Go willingly into the depths, right? Therapy may be needed. We need to dive into the darkness. Your deepest fears become your greatest gifts as hidden abilities come to light. Go where angels fear to tread, to bring back insights for your own healing and that of others. So what have we been saying for like 9 months? Dive into the darkness. Go where the angels won't go. When you come back, you bring the gift of insight for your own healing and the healing of others. So malachite says, explore your depth. Explore your depths. Danger threatens. Not all is as it seems. So stand firm in your power. Have no fear. Have no fear. You survive. Protect yourself against unseen forces or powerful minds that manipulate you. Learn psychic protection. Take a course to call up past life skills. Spread your wings. Do not become embroiled with a charismatic man. I remember this card now. Do not become embroiled with a charismatic man. Okay, right? Because sometimes Things are not as they seem. So use your head. Detoxifying your mind, body, and emotions, and recognizing deep psychosomatic causes of a disease are a path to well-being. So as we clean up our minds, we clean up our thoughts, we clean up our body, we clean up our emotions, and start to recognize how these fears and wounds, these spiritual wounds, is what's making our bodies feel like this. That is going to be our path to well-being. So this is a earthy to high frequency. The chakras are base, heart, sacral, and solar plexus. The timing is Scorpio. And the soul path of Malachite is transforming your subconscious mind. So that's actually pretty cool that it came through with imagination. Also talking about our friend imagination, she wanted to talk about pain. She wanted to talk about embracing, letting it be what it bees, right? And then as you embrace it, and don't try to change it, just try to accept it and integrate it. Then your imagination gets released in this creative therapy to make yourself whole. And that's what Malachite's saying too. When you have pain, it wants to help you with this emotional transformation. And it wants you to transcend this ingrained programming and these toxic beliefs that we just keep perpetuating in our life because we choose to keep holding on to them. So a big message to release, to let go. Like, you can't change the relationship that you're in if you keep telling yourself the same stories again and again that keep you where you're at. Your life cannot change if you keep perpetuating the belief systems that you hold right now. You have to challenge yourself. You have to challenge every thought in your head. Where did you come from? Why are you here? Do I actually even believe you? Are you my mother's? Right? Like, it's a subconscious thing, but we can consciously start to pick it apart until we understand it and integrate all of it and release and transmute that which does not serve. So thank you, Malachite. You are so pretty. All right, on to our last pull from the lineup, the Soulful Woman. Although my ending is just as long as everything, but this is our last official card. We have Synergy, Malachite, and now we're going to pull a Soulful Woman to go with our topic of imagination and our friend imagination. Magic. Here we go. Oops. One wanted to stay in the box. Yeah, super nice. We do need to be prompted to keep, don't become stagnant. Don't stop doing the work. Even in a month, when I've completed this 44 episode journey of shadow clearing work, don't stop. Don't stop there. You're not done. You know, it's like you're never done. You got to keep on figuring yourself out, healing yourself. That will help heal the collective. So now I'm going to pull a Soulful Woman. Number 20, Enlightenment Power. All right, here we go. And on the bottom, I just want to show you before I put it down, it's Dream Seeds on the bottom. So that's a pretty cool combination. I nurture my dream seeds with love and appreciation and allow them to unfold in their own time. I'm going to read that one too. Okay. I'm going to do number 42, Dream Seeds, and the one I stopped on was number 20, Enlightenment Power. Don't stop believing. Is that what's in your head? Yep, cleanup time. All right, so I'm going to do number 42 first. These dream seeds that our imagination can plant. Beautiful image. The water of emotion, right? This enlightenment, really balanced with the, I don't know, there's like a chakra here, a side chakras. You got like this thing swirling around your head all the time. My dreams are my soul's own desire to experience new things and new learning, new ways to express my divine imagination and my gifts. When a new dream or desire is right for me, I feel a sense of excitement, purpose, or adventure, a big yes within that doesn't go away, but continues to spark my imagination and quicken my heartbeat. I nurture my dreams with love and allow them to unfold in their own time. I know it's best to take the seed of inspiration and plant it quietly in the nourishing energies of my heart, giving it time to grow strong before sharing my dreams with others. And when one dream dies, a space opens up for a new dream to be born. Dreams are always flowing to me. I nurture my dream seeds with love and appreciation and allow them to unfold in their own time. You ever do that? You have a great idea, but you didn't nurture it enough within you, and you tell somebody and they give you that look, and then you're like, oh, I guess it wasn't that great. Like, there is a sensibility in letting your creative ideas, your new things, letting them just conjure within you until they're strongly yours before you just blurt them out to anybody, right? Give them that space to grow before that jerk just stomps them down, right? So, enlightenment power. I am a woman who chooses to pursue her own spiritual development and evolution. While I understand that at the level of absolute reality, male and female are simply forms of manifestation that come and go, still, I seek a new kind of enlightenment, one that embraces the sacred feminine path of love and grace. I practice my spirituality in my own way, rather than accepting limits or dogmas that tell me what I should or should not be, spiritually or otherwise. I learn how to embrace a more enlightened state of being through simple practices such as gratitude, compassion, and self-love. I am a woman choosing the power of my own consciousness as a vehicle for my growth. So I do love that, especially under this umbrella. I always want to be under an umbrella of imagination. Just because nobody else has done a spiritual path the way I want to do it, right? Like, you have to be secure in doing things your own way, right? Just because nobody else meditates the way you do, it's still right for you, right? So go ahead and daydream the way you want to, plant your dream seeds the way you want to, right? Just be that imaginative person that you are in the best way that it serves you, right? Because you are your vehicle, right? Your consciousness, your imagination is your own vehicle for your own growth, okay? So I love it. And I love that they both have their eyes closed. That's like yet another reminder for us to make sure that we are meditating every single day, okay? Every day. So to end the broadcast, we're going to do a language of letting go intention. We'll just see what Melody's got for us. And then we'll end with a joy and sorrow. And then Thursday, I will be back. Trust me. We're going to talk about trust, right? I think that's what I said. Yep, imagination, and then that's today. And then Thursday, the topic is trust. So definitely, we might have a little shadow clearing work to do today, obviously, if we've still not integrated that pain. If we have those blocks to our creative outlets, right, there definitely is shadow clearing work to be done with this topic. And trust, I'm just going to bet you $5. There's still probably some shadow clearing work coming up Thursday with the topic of trust. But the beautiful message that will be coming through Thursday, I believe, is going to be ultimately that, just like this card said, we need to be trusting ourselves. We need to be trusting our guidance, our wisdom, our messages, our path, ourselves. It's time for you to trust you. So let's see what Melody has for us today. I'm just going to pick that one. Ooh, all right. Getting calm. Getting calm. Who did I pull this one for? Getting calm. So here we have this face that's like, looks fairly calm, even though we got errands, we got appointments, we got love, relationships, phone calls, paperwork, pencils, dates, like, and that's a clock even behind all of it. Staying calm in the chaos. So today I will stop searching for happiness outside myself. If I'm in a frenzied state, I'll get calm, get back on track, and remember that the key to happiness is inside of me. Often, after I've become peaceful and accepting, what I want comes to me with ease. Cool, I like this. So after we have unleashed our creativity and our imaginations, right, and we got this going, and we still got life going on too. We still have life going on. We need to get into that calm, centered, peaceful, stable, secure place and really start to feel that ease, that flow. And then everything we want to manifest will come to us fairly easily, right? Once we settle down. So our intentions are to get calm, right? Get calm. Let the crazy settle down and allow the imagination to be released. Yeah. How do you get calm, right? You can meditate, you can listen to music, you can breathe, 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 you can breathe. You can take motherwort. You can be open to a new idea how to get calm. Set your intention. I am getting calm. I feel calmer all the time. I'm settling down. I am really taking it easy now. I am really releasing some of this tension. I am feeling good. I'm calming down. I am calm. I'm calm. All right, I'm calm. Just talk yourself into it. Yes, talk yourself into it. So when we come together, our joy is doubled and hopefully our sorrow is halved. So thank you for joining me. Thank you so much. We're all works in progress. We really are. We had beautiful cards today. Imagination, synergy, malachite, dream seeds, enlightenment, power, getting calm. And now we have bountiful beauty. When I first read it, I read beautiful beauty, but it's actually bountiful beauty. Inside an arched doorway, behind partially open white wrought iron gates, which symbolize loss and trauma, stands a beautiful young Caribbean girl. Caribbean woman, sorry. She is grounded and welcoming. Her face glows with empathy and love. In her arms, she holds a beautiful bouquet of tropical flowers. Their scents and their beauty make for an intoxicating feast of the senses. The stems are strong and thick to survive in the constantly blowing trade winds. Their leaves are green and broad to capture the rain. And the texture of the flowers is waxy yet flexible. So there's also a lizard. See him? A lizard scampers up the wall and perches at the top of the archway. This little messenger, this little lizard, tells you it is time to enter the next portal on your journey of healing. Behind the lovely woman are stairs that lead up towards a clear blue sky. At the side of the hill is a flamboyant tree depicting a brighter future where the grass is greener. There is even a railing to assist your ascent up the steep set of stairs. So the bouquet offers strength, flexibility, and a thicker skin to protect a broken heart. Accept the bouquet. Take the flowers. Accept the bouquet. Come inside the gates and begin your ascent. Begin your ascent up those flight of stairs where it does get better. That's how we started the broadcast, asking, well, I am where I am, right, in this shithole country. How does it get better then, right? How does my life how does my life get better, right? How do I get into that imagination, right? How do I get into that synergy and that healing? This is a card coming through that's saying, hey, it's time to figure out how to get calm. It's time to figure out how to embrace that peace within and that wisdom within and that healing within. This is the next stage of your healing. It's time to climb up those stairs. So take the flowers, all right? They give you strength. They give you flexibility. And that waxiness of them is to symbolize basically toughen up a little bit, right? Don't let everything puncture and hurt you, right? You have to be detached a little bit and be flexible. So the guidance from the Bountiful Beauty guides you to share your joy like you would share a bouquet of flowers. Even if you have little, you can always share the gift of a simple smile, right? It costs nothing and can make all the difference for someone who needs a little uplifting. So smile more or send someone flowers. Everyone can use a little more joy. So I love it. I love it. We're ending the broadcast with the topic of using our imagination to birth a new reality, one more of love and compassion in this 5D frequency. And the work that needs to be done is loving others, accepting others, healing others, uplifting others, smiling at others. Please, someone send me flowers. Right? Taking that deep breath. Yeah. And getting calm, going within, planting those seeds, acknowledging and trusting our journey of our enlightenment, right? As we climb, as we go through the archway, which symbolizes going through a portal, right? Into a new dimension, right? Where the grass is greener, where we're climbing up the ascent of stairs, symbolizing our spiritual journey of ascension, right? Let's use our imaginations. Let's integrate all parts of us, okay? The message was definitely clear that we are still on a healing journey. Doesn't matter if you're almost done with your 44 days or not, Sadie. You are still on a healing journey. So it really is time to take it to the next level, okay? The next level of synergy within. So you guys, I hope you enjoyed all the beautiful messages that we received today. I will take pictures of these and put them on allnaturalme.com so you can look at them and think about them and sit with them and kind of just figure out what all I just said really means to you, right? What does it mean to you? And find that synergy. Be open to something that you've never thought about, right? Think about how much stuff we've released and let go as we sit here. There may have been a time where you thought you'd never let that go, or you'd never admit to that, or forgive that, right? But we are really doing such good work. And the Bountiful Beauty brings it with us at the end and don't forget, you're here for the service of others. We're all connected. We're all one. We're all integrated. So make sure you are taking that time to smile at people. It costs nothing. It costs nothing. So uplift everyone that you meet. Let no one leave your presence feeling worse than they did before they came into your space. Okay, let that be your greatest work that you do this week. Or anything else that you think of, because definitely it was about imagination today. So I'm definitely feeling better getting these messages that I did before. So thank you very much to my oracle cards and to the energies that surrounded us today. And to you as well, thank you for bringing your energy into my broadcast. I love you very, very much. If you're watching the replay, God bless your soul. All right, you guys, stay light. Keep breathing, right? It'll either make you calm or you'll pass out. Either way, you're going to feel better, right, Katie? So thank you so much for being here. Angela, thank you so much for being here. I enjoyed it too. So thank you so much. And I'll be back Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern to talk about trust. So let's just sit with this for now. There's no rush on our trust issues, right? So much love, you guys. Sadie at All Natural Me. Visit me. Katie, thanks a million times for posting on the community page there. I love it. So yeah, much love to you guys. I'll see you again soon for sure. So I love you bunches. Okay, peace out.